This program for simple bank management system which we have made for DA2 of our OOPS project. And this program enables user to create account, make deposits and withdrawal, view transaction history and much more. Let's go over the details of the how program works. First, we have included some libraries like stdio.h for input-output functions, string.h for string manipulations, stdlib.h for general purpose functions, and time.h for handling time. Then we have defined cost constant for maximum number of accounts. Here, the maximum number of accounts can be created is 5, and the maximum transactions transaction history which we can hold is 5, and the account number starts from 9900, and we have defined an admin password which we will be talking about later. And next we have defined two structures. First structures hold the description of the timestamps, like when the transaction happened, the amount and all. And the second structure holds the information about each bank account, including the account number, holder's name, balance, PIN, and an array of transactions. Then we have defined a global variable array accounts to store all the bank accounts. This is the array of bank accounts to store all the bank accounts and total accounts to track the number of accounts created. Now coming to the functions which we have created in order to make our system work. The delay function simply passes the program. This is the delay function, and this simply pauses the program for a specific time. This is used to make transactions smoother for the user. Next is the log transactions. The log transaction function records each transaction in an account. If the transaction array is full, it removes the older transaction to make room for a new one. This ensures we only keep the latest transactions. The next function which we have created is the deposit one, and I'll be explaining this deposit and withdrawal both together. The deposit function takes an account and an amount, adds the amount to the balance, and log the transaction. Similarly, the withdraw function checks if the balance is sufficient before deducting the amount and log in the transaction. The next function which we have defined is close account. The close account function, the balance is set to 0 and the closer is locked. And the next is change pin. This function enables the user to change the pin of their account so that they can uh, make their account more secure. And the next function which we will talk about is the show transaction history. This function, user can view a list of their recent transactions including timestamps. As we have mentioned earlier, the total number of transaction history which a user can see at once is only 5 transactions. And this this is the next function, generate unique account number and account create account function. The generate unique account number function generates a new unique account number for each of the new user, and the create account function creates an account for accepting a user name and PIN, initializing their amount with a zero balance and assigning a new account number. And the next function is find account by number. In this, when a user tries to access his or her account, he can enter his or her account number, and this function will help the user to find his or her account for accessing it. The next is the delete account function. This is the admin only feature which we have implemented in our code. In this, the admin can delete or delete the account of any of the bank account holder. He just need to enter the account number and the account will be deleted. And the next function which we have created is, and also we have created a function admin access. In this, the bank official admins have been given various options in which they can view all accounts, the total number of accounts in the bank, the total amount which the bank holds, delete any account as we have mentioned earlier. And these are all the functions which enables the bank admin to do. And this is the main function. Here all the code executes. Here this main part of the program. Within the main display the main menu where the user can create account, access their accounts, or use admin access. If a user select create account, they'll provide a name and a PIN, and the program will create a new account for them. While accessing account, when the user accesses an account, they need to enter both the account number and the PIN. If the information is correct, they are shown an account menu with options to deposit, withdraw, close account, view the balance, and see transaction history, change PIN, or log out. And finally, we have also implemented an exit function. Finally, user can exit the program anytime and log out of their account. Thank you.